Well, I'm currently alone in the middle of the woods. I'm literally crying. Why am I doing this?
Following you.
Oh my god! Is there anybody out there?
Don't come in.
Oh my god. Hello?
Knife.
Is there someone in the woods right now with a knife? I'm so scared. I hate camping. Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to Gavin Reads It All. I am doing something I never wanted to do in my lifetime. Look, when you think of me, you think of class, you think of sophistication. Well, I'm currently alone in the middle of the woods. All of that's going to go out the window. So this is take number 2, by the way. I tried to do this 2 weeks ago. It was raining quite heavily. Me and my dad were trying to get the tent up, and I borrowed the tent off my brother as well. So it was like a big tent that was like kind of inflatable, and it just wasn't happening. So I ended up having to cancel the trip, go back home, and then ask for another date, which here I am. Here I am, bitches. Thought you saw the last of me. I'm not excited. I'm terrified of camping. I'm so scared of it. The amount of true crime cases I've read about, I am genuinely terrified I'm going to get murdered in my tent. So why am I doing this? Well, for my vlogs of Halloween, I really wanted to kind of put myself out there and conquer my fears of camping alone in the actual woods and see how we get on, essentially. Now, I say I'm alone in the woods. I might not be. There might be a killer afoot. So you watch out for me, I'll watch out for you, okay? We will make it through the next 2 nights alone. Oh yeah, I am. I'm staying here for 2 nights as well. Yeah. So if you do end up enjoying this video, please do give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's time to dig the poo hole, dig, dig, dig. Oh, I've got no service. Fuck. So you're probably wondering what my TBR is in this video. Well, I decided, because I was going to try and focus on reading as many Blair Witch File books as I could, but I've decided to pick up some other camping horror stories as well, just so like this isn't all about the Blair Witch books. So firstly, I do have one of the Blair Witch Files books, which is called The Witch's Daughter, and I believe this one follows Cade Merrill, and he is trying to find his sister, or at least he's like some kind of relation to Heather from the Blair Witch Project. I believe this is canon to the Blair Witch Files movie and like that universe, so it'll actually be really interesting to see the media that came out as the Blair Witch Project was coming out in the 90s/early 2000s, in the hysteria around that. And I'm terrified of the Blair Witch Project. It's a really scary film for me. So that's my first one. And then I brought my Kindle because I have 3 other books that I might try and read. I probably won't get to read all of them, but some of them I think I will. One of them is a novella called The Laws of the Skies by Grégoire Courtois, I think, translated by Rhonda Mullins. In this one, I've heard is really messed up. Like, it's really, really, really messed up. Yeah, it's only 140 pages, but apparently it's Winnie the Pooh meets the Blair Witch Project. I was like, okay. And apparently 12 6-year-olds and their 3 adult chaperones head into the woods on a camping trip. None of them make it out alive. And that's all you're told. It's not even a spoiler because that is literally the description of this book. And I saw this in the 101 Horror Books to Read Before You're Murdered. Oh, there's camping in it. Oh, and kids terrify me anyway. I really should be reading this because I'm going camping in a couple of weeks to read some Blair Witch Project books. And I feel like maybe I should take this. And look, this is a literal manifestation of this. I'm actually going to read this book and I think I'm going to get murdered. So I will link that video down below that I did. But wouldn't it just be great if that was some kind of prophecy? Some kind of foreshadowing for this camping trip? I will read a book from that list to read before I get murdered, and then I get murdered. I was also looking at Reddit, and a few people recommended Hunted by Darcy. So apparently this one is about a 22-year-old girl who goes missing in a forest, and her camera ends up washing up on this river, and they find the pictures on the camera quite disturbing. Some of Eileen's friends end up trying to find her themselves because the police call off the search, so I think it leads to some terrifying antics in the woods, which I may end up recreating myself when I'm being chased by a psycho killer. I really need a haircut so badly too. too. I'm so sorry. When me and the Blair Witch have a fight later, she's going to be able to grab this hair and get a couple of whacks in. And then another book I have downloaded is The Night Will Find Us by Matthew Lyons. So this one follows Parker, Chloe, and their 4 friends, and school is out, so they decide to go to the woods, as you do. Apparently, an argument happens, someone gets murdered, and the killer is out in the woods, and the light is fast fading. Things happen. I don't know. It might be a little bit supernatural too, because it says there is a darker ancient horror that lies ahead. And I'm all for it. As long as it happens to these characters and not me in real life, I'm fine with that. So this is my campsite for the next 2 nights. I think it looks quite cozy and lovely, at least in the light. As soon as the darkness hits, I'm going to be scared out of my mind. My dad did help me start a fire, but it's already gone out. So I'm going to have so much fun trying to get that fire lit, trying to keep myself warm over the next 2 nights. And also, as you can see, like literally I have the whole place to myself. All of this is mine. And beyond, this is a 26-acre wood. The tent might not be up perfectly, but it's up. And that's all I can ask for. Let me show you inside. There's going to be so many bugs and insects in this tent. So I'm going to try and keep the flap closed. That's what she said. And we're just going to have to deal with it, okay? But welcome to my crib. So I have my sleeping bag and everything over on this side. I do have like a little table to put my stuff on. I've got food and drink. Got plenty of clothes and stuff to keep me warm as well. It is going to be lovely. But as soon as it gets dark, I'm telling you, I'm going to be absolutely terrified. It's so beautiful, but it can also be really, really scary. So obviously this isn't the biggest tent or anything in the world. But it'll do, donkey, it'll do. It's going to keep us dry and hopefully warm. Oh, also, I have one of these hanging up, so I have light. Oh god, there's so many flies. No, get out. Okay, as I was tucking into my tuna sandwich, I started The Witch's Daughter. And this is starting to make more sense to me. So yeah, Cade has lost his cousin Heather from the Blair Witch film. And he gets an email at the start from somebody who has some evidence of the Blair Witch that might help him in his investigation. And it's an old man who's like 73, and he's talking about somebody who was 16 when he was 16, killing his friends, and yet she is still 16 years old right now. And so there's like some evidence about the Blair Witch. But what this book is, it says it's written by Cade Merrill because it's like trying to present itself as like a real factual thing. And this is based on several hundred hours of research, 100 hours of taped interviews, written transcripts, newspaper articles, phone conversations, emails, local police and FBI records, and journal entries. So this is kind of a story based off of those kinds of things to build up this as a sort of real account of the Blair Witch. And I know I'm hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles away. I'm on the wrong continent for it, but I'm a little bit scared of the Blair Witch. Like, what if she comes for me? You know, what if she comes for me? What if she is out here and there was like, what's stopping her? What is stopping her from getting on a flight and coming directly here just to haunt my ass? Like, what is stopping her from doing that? Nothing. So we can't prove otherwise that she isn't here. I thought before it gets too dark, we could go exploring just a little bit, just to see what's in the immediate vicinity of my campsite. And the sun is starting to set over there, which is just so beautiful. Like, I really do want to try and appreciate and learn to immerse myself in nature and not be scared, because it is beautiful. It's so beautiful, and I just need to turn my brain off and just enjoy it, you know? I see there's like a massive field right here. Oh, there's a campsite here too. This is right next to my campsite, which is probably where I probably should have put mine, because that is a beautiful, that's so beautiful, you know, like with the field, you could just explore it. Oh my god. So it looks like there is a road up there, but this is private property. You do have to book it in. You can't just like turn up to these woods. It is 26 acres and it is really, really nice. It's so beautiful, but at least I know that this is next to me. This is like a sort of gorge, kind of like ravine down here maybe. Oh, there's a swing. Oh my gosh, I can probably read on that swing. Maybe not tonight, but oh, I mean, it kind of is a little bit of a ravine. It's dried up, but there's some water in there. Probably just off the rain though. Hey, but that's kind of nice. But with it starting to get darker, it is a little bit creepy, I'm not gonna lie. I am planning on doing a little cheeky paranormal investigation on a nighttime and kind of go around the woods a little bit at night. Obviously that's like terrifying, but I might try and come to this swing. I might try and come to the swing on a nighttime because it isn't too far from my campsite and it's within the vicinity. I want to get drunk, but I want to be sensible, you know? So I don't want to go too far and get lost. But it's so nice. And I have a clearing up here too. Let's go to the area behind my tent. Because no doubt that's where all of the spooky sounds are going to come from on a night time. This is going to be terrifying on a night time. Here's another clearing. What is that? That's not real. It's pretty. It looks like a butterfly. But maybe that's what they want you to think. Maybe that is a symbol of evil. Maybe now I have touched this. The Blair Witch. She's a coming. You can just see my tent over there as well. It's starting to set in, guys. It's starting to get darker. I'll have to try and figure out the fire. Tent. What's this? Another place someone's done a fire. Nice. I absolutely will come out exploring a lot more tomorrow. I will have all day to just hike and just see what else this 26-acre plot of woods offers. See if we can come across anything kind of scary. But yeah, I do have the woods all to myself. I did ask, is there anyone else? Because, you know, I don't want to hear random noises at night just for it to be some campers like a mile down the road or something. So no one else is here. It's just me. It is a very out of the way kind of place, unless you hear a plane ahead. I don't know if it's going to be raining, but I kind of hope it does, just to add to the atmosphere. As you can see, I'm like kind of starting to shake a little bit now because it's becoming really real. It's becoming real. Ooh. Home sweet home. This is home for the next 2 nights. Now let's see what I can do about all this. It's not even 7 p.m. yet and it's already so dark. I've put my flashlight so that I have some light on me right now. I did not think this one through. Like, how do people go camping and film it and have so much light for it? But I do think it's time to crack open some rosé. I have some jammy rosé roux. So my favourite wine is jammy red roux. It's a red wine, which I do have some for tomorrow. But I saw this in the shop today and I was like, I haven't tried the rosé version of it. So I'm going to pour myself a glass. I'm going to need it because I'm like, why is it so dark? I just hate the idea that I can see this area, but I can't see anything else past the trees. Like, everything else is just a total blind spot. I haven't read any more Blair Witch. I have just been trying to get the fire going and stuff. Like, I can get it started, but I can't keep the fire on. It just keeps burning out. And I have firelighters, I have the wood, I have the paper for it, I have little twigs, and I just can't do it. I just can't keep it on. And there's just so much smoke now, so I'm just gonna keep it off. I tried, I failed. I'm praying it's nice. Yeah, it's quite nice. I'm literally using my camera's microphone to hold up a light so that I can sit here and read. But I keep hearing sounds. I think they're squirrels though. I do know there's quite a lot of squirrels that live around here. Don't know if you heard that, but just sounds like there's a lot of rustling. It'll just be the squirrels. At least that's what I'm telling myself. I keep hearing noises. I don't want to go back to the tent just yet. I want to be able to sit outside and read because I know I'll be spending all night in the tent anyway. So I just want to try and take in as much fresh air as possible. I'm 55 pages into The Witch's Daughter. It's been a little bit confusing. We kind of had a flashback to like 1939 and there was a girl called Louise. She is put into a home for boys, but nobody knows that she's a girl, so she pretends to be a boy. And when she's found out, there's like 4 boys who are like absolute bullies and they tie her up outside. And Alma, who is the head person of this orphanage place, she goes to drive Louise to the next town over, or like the next nearest orphanage for girls, and there's a car crash and the girl vanishes, but the woman, Alma, she dies. And now Harper is the grandfather 50, 60 years later. Louise is now haunting him kind of thing. But it must have something to do with the Blair Witch, although that isn't kind of shown just yet. Yeah, I still have my light on there. Pitch blackness. Just cannot see a thing. Even the sky is totally dark too. Can't see anything behind me. And just noises everywhere. It's the squirrels. The squirrels are the Blair Witch. I want to try and get to page 100. At least I've read, you know, half of it outside. And then I can go back in the tent and I'll have my snacks. I bought loads of snacks. And hopefully cozy up and not feel so scared. Oh my god, I must have been sitting right next to this tiny little snail during reading that. I'm about to head in now. I think I've had enough being out here at this time in the dark. So I'm gonna mosey on in. I'm just really hoping there aren't like any bugs and insects inside with me. The thing that was on the door before was massive. I have no idea what you call it. Oh my god, I went to open this and oh, I've barely been here. Why am I getting spiders like this? Huh? That's terrifying. Oh my god, there's going to be some inside as well on there. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I am in the tent now and I have so many snacks. Like, so many. I've also got quite a few drinks in there as well. I've got water. Don't worry, I've got water. What's these? I've got some like cola bottles. Terry's chocolate orange. Oh gosh. Well, I've got like a Kinder Bueno that I'm about to have. Oh, chocolate brownies. My mum got me these. Bless her. I got so many. Reese's peanut butter bar. Like, this is all I'm eating for the next few days, by the way. Caramel nibbles, gummy bears, more Transformers snacks, more Jaffa cakes. Honestly, I've just got so many. I've got some protein bars as well. But I'm going to have to keep all of these pretty much in my bag and locked up. Because the person who owns this land, she says there are very voracious squirrels. So a lot of squirrels have actually gone through people's bags and taken their food. So I need to protect my snacks with my life. I'm also starting to feel like I might need a poop. There aren't any toilets, like anywhere, like there's not even an outhouse I can go to. The owner said that you should dig a hole and shit in it. Please. Who do you think I am? Like, what if I squat down to do the business and the Blair Witch sticks a finger in? You just don't know these things. So I feel like I'm just gonna have to hold it. For the next 2 days, I gotta hold it. This is not comfortable, by the way. I am so not comfortable. I'm literally on the ground. I am literally on the... I should have brought an air mattress. Anyway, I don't know how to feel about this book, honestly. It's interesting. You know, in the movie, The Blair Witch Project, during the parts when they're interviewing random people in the town and they're talking about weird things that have happened around the Blair Witch, little things that maybe the Blair Witch had something to do with. This is kind of what this book is feeling like. We do have Cade coming in every now and then with a little note, and it's him following up on the story itself and just saying like, oh, Sister Catherine had mentioned this, I decided to follow up on it. And I kind of like how it's got stuff like, Sister Catherine passed on shortly after I interviewed her. She's buried in the tiny cemetery behind the chapel at Babcock's. So even though I don't think we'll hear about like Sister Catherine, like how she died and like if that had anything to do with being asked about this kind of story, but I do kind of like how more real it's feeling a little bit. But I still don't really know how I feel, again, because the story itself with this old man who knew this girl called Louise, or Lee for short, decades ago, and now he seems to be like next because people who knew her, people who bullied her at the orphanage have turned up dead in weird and mysterious ways. And like that is interesting, but I don't know, I like the notes by Cade, but I'm not sure I'm fully invested in everything else. Like, I like Cade following up because, you know, he has this connection to Heather from the film. So I kind of just want to know more about that. It's definitely written in that sort of 90s teen novel kind of way. So think things like, you know, Fear Street or Christopher Pike. So I'm not even feeling tired. I'm definitely going to get it done tonight. I'm starting to need a pee, but I do not want to leave this tent. Why does my bladder betray me? So I finished The Witch's Daughter. It is about 10:30 p.m. now, and I'm really glad that I'm not continuing. Oh my god. No, what the fuck was that? I swear, I'm being surrounded by squirrels. I just know it. So I finished The Witch's Daughter, and I'm so glad I only brought the first book, and I'm not really continuing right now. I most likely will continue on. I do have the second, third, and fifth books in the series, but it's just not really what I'm looking for right now. Don't get me wrong, parts of this was very interesting. I especially love the parts that tied into the Blair Witch legend, especially since, you know, at the end of the movie, which I'll not do any spoilers for the movie, don't you worry, but there is a set. There is a set. There is a set that is like an abandoned house in the middle of the woods, and there are like handprints of children in the walls of this house. And I can't remember if you find this out in the movie or not, but there was a man who would take children to this abandoned house in the woods, and he would make each of them face the wall as he murdered one of them, which is obviously fucked up. And you see a bit more of that in this book, and that was definitely a very interesting part because it does add to the Blair Witch lore. And there was also something about, a young girl going missing, and a search party goes out for her, and the young girl, she comes back home, but the search party goes missing, and the search party ends up getting found at like this coffin rock place, and they're like disemboweled and stuff. Like, it's very messed up, it's very weird, but I do think this could have been better written. Those kinds of things were definitely interesting, but I don't think the writing style of this really lent very well into it actually being quite scary. This felt like R.L. Stine could have wrote this. Now I've just read 41 Fear Street books back to back, and I could see some things that he does that I'm annoyed by a lot in the Fear Street books and even the Goosebumps books, and it's kind of similar in this. Like, I guess you could say this feels quite young adult, despite, there being disemboweled animals as well at times, and it can be quite gnarly. Still definitely feels very young adult. I should not have read this right now. I mean, not just because I'm in the middle of the woods and I'm scared the Blair Witch is going to get me, but I'm kind of sick of stories like this. It just felt like reading Fear Street again, and I just want a break. I want a break from Fear Street. So now I do have my Kindle, and I do think I'm going to start The Laws of the Skies. It says typical time to read is 1 hour and 56 minutes, and it is 141 pages. That's not too bad. So I most likely will have this as my bedtime story, since it is Winnie the Pooh meets the Blair Witch Project. I just need to know what all the hullabaloo is about with this one. Like, why are people on Reddit saying it's nasty? Also, is it just me, or is that light fast running out of battery? I only just put new batteries in before, and it's already so dark in here, but it was so much brighter before. It's running down so quickly. I do have another one, but I want to keep this for tomorrow night, so that's no good if the batteries are barely lasting in these. I am literally scared enough as it is. I do not need my lights to run out of battery really quickly. I need those motherfuckers to last. Oh my god, I look so old right now. Oh my god, like, look at the bags under my eyes. It's the light. I'm blaming the light. I do not like the idea that the tents in this are described exactly like the tent I'm in right now. Is this gonna happen to me? It's gotten so cold now, and I am so scared. There's just so much rustling outside, and I do think a couple of squirrels are maybe coming up to the tent. And you're probably thinking, Gavin, what the hell? You're just scared of squirrels? But it's like, the squirrels could be covering up the sounds of a serial killer. I don't like it. I'm so scared. I cannot look outside. I can't do it. If I look outside, it's going to make it more real that I'm actually in the middle of the woods right now. I put my jacket on. Why am I doing this in October? I'm such a dumb bitch. And even dumber of a bitch to be reading The Laws of the Skies while I'm here too. So shit has just hit the fan. I have no idea what percent I'm on because it went off on the bottom, and every single time I click on the bottom part of it, it turns the page. I'm like, no, stop. I don't want to turn the page. I want to get the percentage up, but I can't see the percentage anymore. So I don't know what percent I'm in, but I've just started chapter 2, and it's been good. It's been weird. Yeah, this class of like 12 kids, 3 teachers, they are now camping in the middle of the woods with tents that sound just like this one. And one of the teachers ends up getting really sick, so she has gotten like picked up from her husband, but another teacher went with her, and now the teacher's on her way back. She's gotten lost. She has gotten lost. But before chapter 1 ends, I'm not going to spoil it, but before chapter 1 ends, something dramatic happens. Like murder. And it's kind of scared me a little bit. Not fully, and you might understand why if you read this book yourself. The person who does it, okay? The person who does it, you'll understand when you read it why I am scared, but I'm kind of not scared, if that makes sense. No idea how this is supposed to be a cross between Winnie the Pooh and Blair Witch Project, but who knows, maybe that will start kicking into it the more I read. There's a bit of a stream of consciousness almost with the narrative style. It's not stream of consciousness, but it feels like it is, because the narrative is going pretty fast. Oh, I hate it. The narrative's going pretty fast, but it jumps between people in who it's following, but without like any kind of breaks or any spaces between the breaks, really. It'll be like a good few paragraphs with one person, and then it quickly switches to someone else. Paragraphs, switches again. And I don't know, like the pace of it, it feels almost stream of consciousness in a way. And it does have that kind of style sometimes with what it's saying. I already feel like some of it has been a little bit metaphorical, a little bit deep. It's a squirrel. It's a squirrel. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Gotta be squirrel. How am I gonna sleep tonight? So I want to read until I fall asleep, if I fall asleep. And I do want to like actually cozy down and like get the sleeping blanket on and not move again. So I will most likely say goodbye and good night to you. And hopefully it's not the last good night I ever say. It sounds like footsteps. Good morning. So, a lot of plans are going awry. It is raining and it won't stop raining. And I really wanted to, sit outside, explore and read. Although actually I do have my Kindle. And it's okay if my Kindle gets a little wet. Say if I was bringing physical books and I was reading like the Blair Witch books for instance, then I wouldn't want to read outside because then the books will get wet. But because I have the Kindle, it might actually be okay. Okay, it might be okay. Yeah, it just started raining around about like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was quite loud, so it woke me up. And don't get me wrong, it's very nice. It's like very relaxing as well, but it was just so loud. So it kept me awake for a bit. I didn't really get the best of sleep, and I knew I wouldn't. The floor is so uncomfortable. But you know what? What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Oh, I also finished The Lords of the Skies as well, by the way. I have no idea what to think about that book. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to Google to see if some of that is actually feasible. Like it had some scenes and I guess the entire premise as well might be a little bit far-fetched. And sometimes you have to suspend your disbelief of your disbelief. But it was good. Like it was very... I mean, I guess I could kind of see some of the Winnie the Pooh comparisons, weirdly enough. Just with the whole like philosophical stuff that would happen every now and then. And I haven't read Winnie the Pooh, but I do find there's quite a few philosophical quotes from Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, it was a bit of a bloodbath, but like totally in an unexpected way. So like even though you know that everyone's gonna die, I still have no idea what in the world, you know what I mean? Like you don't get spoiled from that because Yeah. It's just hard to get attachments is all. And you just have this like sense of dread throughout. It definitely felt psychological and quite horrifying. Definitely great for a woods type setting. So I'm glad I read it here. But yeah, I just don't know how to fully feel about it. Anyway, I am going to do a little bit of exploring now. I don't have coffee. This is the real horror of this trip is I don't have coffee. Do have some Red Bulls. I have all day to explore, do what I need to do. I would have preferred exploring today in dry conditions. So let's see what these woods have to offer. And I'm also needing to pick my next read as well. I don't know which one to pick out of Hunted and Something About the Woods. I have two options. I will pick. Oh, I feel like this is gonna snap off or something. Oh, no, it's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. Whee! I don't like it. I don't like it. Anyway, I decided to read Hunted by Darcy Courts. I decided to check Goodreads for that one and the other one that I was going to pick. And Hunted actually had a higher rating. So that's the one I'm decided to go for. I'm now 21% in. So I have been exploring. I have been, I want to sit down and like this is so uncomfortable, hang on. As you can tell, it's still raining. But yeah, 21% in. And I do like the story. I don't think it's the best written because the amount of times we've had, oh, the thing looked like their worst nightmare. That's happened twice. And I'm like, okay, describe it. Saying something looks like their worst nightmare does nothing for me. My worst nightmare is accidentally shitting on someone's bed after anal. So is that what this monster looks like? Like, describe it, please. But I do really like the first chapter with Eileen, who has gone missing, because, like, she uses the flash on her camera to, like, see her way, because she can hear something after she's fallen. And it was really atmospheric, actually. But I don't think I really love the characters after that. I do find them a little bit stereotypical. and like not exactly ones I can really root for. One of them is a little weird, really, really weird, a little obsessively weird. But the actual forest itself is very, very good. I like it. I like it a lot. Just wish it was described better. I do. But maybe it'll get better as it goes on. Maybe. I don't know. Whee! Whee! Oh my god, I want to fall off. I don't know how to put my legs. I don't know how to put my legs down. What do I do? What do I do? How do I get off? How the hell do I get off? I've managed to get the fire back on, so I'm going to sit down, read some more Hunted. Every single time I put the chair down somewhere to sit, the smoke moves in that direction. It's like it knows. I'm playing musical chairs with my fire right now. Oh my god. As you can see, it's gotten so much darker now, and you can barely see me anymore on this camera. Oh, I should grab my flashlight. Actually, hang on. 2 seconds. I think this helps like just a little bit. But yeah, I'm so surprised. I've got the fire still on. I managed to keep it on for like the last 2 hours. The rain is now getting so much heavier. Oh my god, like this has just come out of nowhere. It was like very light rain before, but now it's like really heavy rain. I hope my fire can like last, but I'm so impressed that I have managed to keep it going for like the last 2.5 hours. I'm about 40 to 50% in my Kindle book. Those characters are dumb, man. Those characters are dumb. Why would you go into a forest where someone's gone missing? Like, I know you're trying to look for them, but to go down a place and to go down a route where it's like you're not going to be able to come back, and they've got only two balls of red yarn. 2? You're going to need more than 2. They're going to get lost. So I might have to quickly go in the tent and like hopefully the rain calms down. It is supposed to be raining all of tonight, all of tomorrow. So it's not going to stop, but I do hope it lessens down. I don't want to like still sit in front of the fire, but I'm just getting wet. But I want to keep the fire going. But yeah, the book. I'm not really talking too much about the book, but yeah, the book is fine. Like, I guess the characters have to be dumb in order for the horror movie situations to kind of happen, or horror book situations to happen. So, like, I totally get it, I do. The dialogue, I just don't think the dialogue's written very well. There's not really a whole great deal of believability in some of it too. I don't know, maybe I'm just hard to please. But I'm going to continue reading. I might have to go into the tent, even though there are spiders outside the tent. And I kind of don't want to go in or like touch it right now. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoy it, okay? I'm doing this for you. I've decided I'm going to just stand outside with the fire, which I'm struggling to keep alight, and just have a bottle of wine. I did get a glass thing for like a plastic cup, but there's no point putting it in the cup because it'll just get water in it. So I'm just going to drink it from the bottle. But this is my favourite red wine. I brought it, Jammy Red Rue. Yes. So yeah, I'm just going to stand out here and just watch the fire, honestly. I'll put the book away. I want to have a break from reading and just enjoy being in the outdoors until it gets like way too dark and I get too scared. Although I'm starting to get there. It is so bloody dark. Ah. So I'm still keeping the fire going, and I thought while that's still going, I should try and do my paranormal investigation now, because when that fire goes out, I might not know my way back, and so I don't want to get lost. I don't want to leave it too late. So Let's be sensible. Let's do some ghost hunting. So I have absolutely no idea if this forest is actually haunted.
I can't hear you.
Oh gosh, well maybe we are. Round? Wait, are you calling me round? Girl. I have my wine on top of the tent for easy access. But yeah, sorry, as I was saying, I don't know if this forest is actually haunted or not. But I imagine it is, just because, you know, it is the UK and there has been bloodshed everywhere in the UK, you know what I mean? So I am a little bit scared of going too far out. But I did want to try and get to the swing, didn't I? And I'm so sorry if you can't really hear me. What with the rain. Oh my god, it's like really heavy. God, I really hope you can hear me, otherwise this is all for naught. But is there anyone in these woods? Please let me know. Any spirits, ghosts, poltergeists? Oh god, this is actually really scary. Oh, I hate camping so much. I hate it. I hate how many trees there are because you just...
Buried.
Oh, buried. Have you been buried somewhere? Oh, imagine if my campsite, they've been buried under my campsite. Were you buried under my campsite? I can still hear my fire going strong over there. Oh God.
Dangerous.
I can imagine it is dangerous, especially when it's raining so much. It'll be so wet, so slippery. I can imagine it is dangerous. God.
Knife.
Knife, oh my god! Dangerous knife buried. Were you killed with a knife? Oh my god. Oh my god. Is there someone in the woods right now with a knife? Oh shit. I did come from that way, didn't I? Or did I come from that way? Oh shit, I really shouldn't go too far out. I think the swing is like down there. But I'm kind of scared of getting lost, I'm not gonna lie. Let's start heading back. I literally have chills. I mean, obviously, because it's really freaking cold as well, but like... Oh, I can see my fire still over there. Okay, so my fire is over there. I'm definitely not going to get lost. Although, famous last words, am I right? Oh, you know, I'm not going to go to the swing. No. I'm too scared. Do you have a name? Is there anyone I can communicate with right now? Were you killed with a knife in these woods and buried? Maybe around here? Oh my god. This is the worst. The absolute worst. Rapture? That's rather biblical, isn't it?
Hammer.
The fire still looks pretty good. I'll try and venture out down here. Solid as a rock. Do you have a name? Oh, also, I should probably tell you my name. Hi, sorry, I'm Gavin. From Gavin Reads It All. You may have heard about me from the other ghosties of the UK. Paranormal investigator, booktuber extraordinaire. But I don't let that get to my head. Oh, God, I just hate it. I hate it so much. You know how many true crime cases there are of people dying in the woods or while camping, getting murdered? Hello? Is there anyone there? See, you know how I'm talking about dumb book characters doing dumb book character things in order to progress the plot? This is literally what I'm doing right now. I am progressing the plot of this video by going very far out. Oh, I'm going to be absolutely soaked. I will probably end up getting a cold from this, but I'd rather have a cold than be dead. More? Well, you want more of my life story? Well, I was born May 7th, 1992 in Gateshead, UK. And I don't know how my life got here. I did go to university, by the way. I did. I promise. I got a degree. And now I do YouTube. Oh, God. I don't know. Okay, my camera's still over there. So let's just go a little bit further in. This really is making me think of the Blair Witch Project. You know what I mean? Do you have a name? Do you want to let me know what your name is? Has anyone ever died in these woods?
Stop interrupting.
Stop How am I interrupting? You're not fucking saying anything? Say something then. Do you have a name? Let me know. So vaguely say my tent all the way over there. In any way, if you're not going to talk, I'm going to have to talk, aren't I? We can't be having all of this silence. Oh, God. Oh, God. Tell me something about yourself. Are you a good spirit or a bad spirit? Like, where do I go? Should I start heading back? What do you think? Oh my God, I thought I heard some kind of knocking. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, it's probably just the rain on my hood. Okay. Oh my God, I'm starting to get really paranoid and freaked out. Okay. Is there a spirit with me here today? And do you have a name? Please let me know. You're saying stop interrupting, but you're not saying anything.
He's not here.
He's not here. Who's he? Who's he? The one with the knife. Thank God. Oh my God, thank God. But then again, you could be tricking me, couldn't you? You ghosties. You like to bully and belittle me, so I wouldn't be surprised if you were lying to me right now. To get me killed. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, we're going to leave this area. That was, I think, the nearest-ish campsite to me. Let's go behind my tent now. Oh, actually, let's check the fire first. Let's check the fire. Make sure it's still on. Feel free to talk as I'm walking. If you wanted to talk, we'll talk. I don't know if maybe because I got so far away from my campsite, it got a little less active. So this is why I'm now starting to think that maybe someone is buried under my campsite. If it starts going active again when I approach my tent, we're not sleeping tonight, lads. We are not sleeping tonight. Okay, my fire's still on. Excellent. Do I need to top it up? No, it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good.
Victoria, why did you come?
Did you say Victoria there? Oh my gosh, I was just about to... I think it said Victoria, but I might be unsure on that. I just wanted to get that there so we could actually say me. Victoria, and why did you come here? I came here for a video. I came here to film a video and do some like spooky camping outside. Is your name Victoria? Did you say Victoria? I totally missed it before we went on to the next thing. I think it said Victoria, so if this is you, Victoria, hi.
Don't come in.
Don't come in? Oh my god, I'm literally like right next to my tent. Don't come into the tent, why? Why? Why can't I go in the tent? I knew it. See, as soon as I moved away from the campsite, it went a little less active, and now I've come back to the campsite, and what I'm getting is chat, chat, chat. Victoria, was that you? Did I get your name right there? I'm actually kind of scared now. I'm literally crying. Do you want me to go anywhere? Or do you want me to stay on the campsite? Right, we're going behind the campsite. We're going behind the campsite. Into...
I'm not sure.
Oh, you're not sure where you want me to go? Well, I'll go to the next campsite. And,
Ancient.
Ancient. Is there like an ancient evil here?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm from here.
Oh, you're
10.
10. Oh my gosh. Don't tell me there are 10 spirits here, are there? Maybe 10 bodies buried in these woods, like here. Because this is like very open. It's like a really big open space. 10 bodies maybe. You're from here. Same. I'm from Gateshead. So, are you Victoria? Is it Victoria I'm talking to? I do apologise if I got your name wrong. It went by too fast that I missed it. But Victoria, is there anything I can do to help you? Is there anything you want me to know?
Marry.
Marry? Ooh. You want to marry me? Oh my god, can you fuck marry
Following you.
Oh no. No, please. Who's following me? Is it Victoria who's following me, or is there someone else? Who's following me? Please tell me, please, please, please. Do they have a knife? Hammer? Who is following me? Please tell me. Please help me. Please help me. Please let me know if someone is here. Why did you say that the woods were dangerous before? Victoria, are you still there? Are you still there, Victoria? Are you going to help me? It's gone so silent now. It has gone so freaking silent. I am so scared. Oh my god, I am so scared. One of the main reasons why I hate the idea of camping.
Commonly.
Commonly? What the fuck do you mean by that? What the fuck do you mean by that? Commonly? I ain't got no clue, darling. Yeah, one of the main reasons why I'm so scared of camping is, has anyone ever heard of the Oklahoma Girl Scout murders? That true crime case really fucked me up. And, oh my god, are you someone's aunt? Or are you talking about one of my aunts?
I know.
I know, you know what? I know what you did last summer. Cracking film. What do you know? Right, we're gonna head back to the campsite. We're gonna head back. I can't do it. How many what? How many ghosts? I heard 10. Or how many people following me? Why am I scaring myself so much? Oh, I thought I saw a light over there. Oh my god. How many what? Oh my god, I genuinely thought I saw a light over there. Oh my god.
Consciousness.
I think you're just sprouting shit now. Look, if you haven't got anything meaningful to say, don't say anything at all. Oh my god, it's just a shadow.
Are you
hell.
okay?
Oh, are you okay? No, not really. Oh my god, I'm getting freaked out by a fucking shadow. Oh. 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 Is there anybody out there? Hello? Please let me know if you are. If you are out there. Oh, why is it raining so much? The sky is so dark now. Okay. I really want to get inside. Well, do I really? I want to be hidden from killers. But then they'll know exactly where I am. And that's why I hate camping. I won't be able to see anything, but they can see me. Convent. Ooh. I did just go to a nunnery/convent. That was my last haunted adventure. Oh my gosh, has any of the nuns followed me? Have they followed me? Okay.
Battle.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if a battle took place here and there was a lot of bloodshed. There are so many battles on British soil. Knock. Who's there? Blair who? The Blair Witch? Is the Blair Witch here? And then I'll go. I'm going to go in the tent. I'm going to try and get myself warm and dry. Let me know one final thing. Is the Blair Witch among us? But also, yes, I feel like every single inch of British soil is covered in blood from years past. All the battles and sieges that happened. The murders. Why am I here? Okay, it doesn't look like the Blair Witch is here, thankfully. I'll put a couple more logs on the fire and then I'm going in. And then if the fire dies during the night, it dies. I'm not coming back out. I am not coming back out until the morning. Unless someone drags me out because they're murdering me. Crazy? Oh, mamma mia. Here we go again. Well, would you look at that? The ghosties are back in the habit.
Crazy.
I beg your finest pardon. To hell with all of them. And after I did them the honour of shitting in their woods. Look, if I ever go on a haunted adventure, they're gonna have to gimme a better insult. My hole literally touched soil. Yeah, they're gonna need more than a prayer to fix their bad attitude. Are you calling me crazy? And for one of those ghosties to turn around and call me crazy sounds to me like they've mamaed their last meal. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I really don't. You looking for a slap?
How did you get here?
Oh, call. My dad dropped me off. But, God, it's another fucking shadow. Oh my God.
Stressed.
Oh, yeah, I am. Bloody hell, I am. Oh. Oh my God.
Evil.
Evil. Oh my God, like, there's so much, like, when I come here by the campfire. So many words. I don't know what's happening. Evil. But did you call me crazy? Are you calling me evil now? Am I evil? Or are you evil? Did something evil kill you? Did something ancient and evil, what the fuck? Get the fuck away from me. There's going to be so many spiders and flies and things in there. I just know it. Oh, okay, I'm going to close off communication. I need to go back in. I need to try and get dry so I don't get a cold.
Tombstone.
Oh my God, tombstone. Do you have to say that now? Just as I'm about to go in. Is this your grave? Were you buried right here? Is this why there is so much activity here? Okay, I'm saying goodbye. I wasn't really bullied that much this time. I'm not going to let that crazy comment slide.
I'm visiting you.
Please. I don't want any visitors tonight.
I'm hoping.
You're hoping what? You're hoping to visit me tonight?
Hunger.
Hunger? Stop it. Are you visiting me tonight? You're hoping to visit me tonight because you're hungry? A lot of the raindrops sound like footsteps. Listen, alright. Okay, I'm stopping. I'm stopping now. Like, I don't care what you say next. I'm going in. And do not follow me in. Please, whatever you do, not follow me in. This has been really scary. I have to give a massive shout out to Heather for sending me this as a housewarming present. Not only did she send this, but she made this herself. It is this massive throw, double-sided. Like, oh my God, this is keeping me warm in my haunted adventures. So thank you so much, Heather, for sending me this. And I apologize, the lighting is terrible for it. And we're also steaming up. Like, everything is going wrong tonight. But you know what always makes it better? This. And it's so weird as well because Heather is the same name as the main character from the Blair Witch Project. It's a little bit suspicious. I have gone out in my wet clothes and fortunately it is still quite dry in here. It does look like the rain is starting to come through though. Like the walls are starting to get a little bit wet. As you can see there, hopefully that doesn't spread too much. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm not seeing any spiders right now. So I want to continue reading. I've got so many snacks to get through. I'm so excited for them. I just need to wrap up warm. And I can go back to drinking my red wine in an actual cup and be an actually civilized human being. Cheers, guys. Honestly, thank you so much for your support. Not gonna get mushy now. It's not the end of the video. Will I make it to the end of the video? I still haven't really gotten too much further into Hunted. I'm not really feeling it that much. The characters are infuriating. Like, why are you doing this? They are so inexperienced, and yet they're going to leave it to the professionals. You're just making things worse. Oh, that sounded like something scraping on the side of the tent. That did not sound like rain. That did not sound like rain. That sounded like a hand. Is there anyone there? Could have been a branch, I guess. Is anyone out there? My boyfriend will kick your ass. He's got 3 abs. This is without doubt the worst thing I've ever done for a video. I keep hearing the scraping down the side of the tent. That isn't rain. Could either be someone's fingers or potentially a branch falling down. It could be that person who the ghost tube app said watching you. Did it say watching you or did it say following you? Oh, I can't remember now. I'm so scared. I hate it. I hate it. The rain won't stop. I was like, should I try and get on YouTube? I mean, I can get kind of a little bit of signal. It doesn't really last very long. I was like, should I try and get some like ambience on, something that'll make me feel better? Maybe some rain ambience. And then I remembered. So while this has turned out to be like one of the worst things I've ever done, this book actually isn't turning out to be all that bad. I'm about 61% in now, and it's definitely picked up. Have you ever seen Wrong Turn? It's starting to feel a little bit like that. A little bit. Now I think they're starting to get slaughtered. So I guess that's good. I kind of put my finger on it as well. I'm not a big fan of the character dialogue. The dialogue sometimes comes across as so stupid. Even with the officers too, I'm like, who speaks like that? Seems I've got 2 hours left in book and it's like 10 p.m. now. I'm starting to get tired actually, but I know I won't sleep tonight. I want to be up at 6 because my dad's coming about 6:37 to get me so we can wrap up this adventure and never fucking do it again. Next time I go camping for a video, say, Gavin, absolutely don't do that. Remember the last time? I just have a vision of someone circling the tent. I do. It's in my brain. It's in my head. This is how people die. Well, if it's 10 p.m. and my dad's coming around about 6:37, then I have about 8-9 hours left in the forest. I think it's going to be an all-nighter. I don't think I'm going to sleep. If I could drive, no word of a lie, I would be packing everything up right now and going home. There would be no way I'd be staying here right now if I had a vehicle to escape. I'd be home by now. I'd be under the blanket, in bed, maybe masturbating. I don't know. It's a little bit too scary to be doing that right now. This is why I need to learn to drive. Maybe this is my 2025 goal. Took me a little bit longer to finish it. It is now 30 minutes past midnight and I finished Hunted and I kind of liked it by the end actually, I'm not gonna lie. It was quite fun in a way, like I was very invested in what was going on. Didn't quite predict the ending and like how the story would unfold, so that was actually kind of a nice surprise. I still didn't think it was like the best written or anything. It definitely left a lot to be desired in terms of the dialogue. I think the dialogue definitely lets it down. Would help so much more if I could actually believe these characters a lot more. But no, there were some scary scenes. Some of it was quite gory and quite gnarly, and there were some aspects of the story and like the investigation, for instance, that really did kind of captivate me. Still haven't finished my wine, so I'd probably give it 3.5 stars, I think. 3.5 stars sounds about right. It did take a little while to get going. I think it was around about 50 to 60% in by the time we really got going with the story. Yeah, I'm glad I read it. Still raining. Still raining. It's currently covering up the footsteps of the killer outside. I am tired, but I know I won't fall asleep. And I just can't really be bothered to read anymore. I've read the Blair Witch book, Lords of the Skies, Hunted. I read 3 books since yesterday, essentially. I'm sick of bloody reading. Or maybe I could get a start on it. Still got 5.5 hours. I think I can hear a call. Why do I hear a car at midnight? Now I'm picturing a car just like driving straight into my tent. Can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that because of the rain. I think it stopped. What if they've seen the light in my tent and they've like stopped the car and someone's coming out? I can hear it again. What would a car be doing out here? The fucking rain. Jesus, why? At the nunnery, I couldn't hear anything because of the bloody rain. And now camping, I can't hear anything because of the rain. I think it's gone. I can't hear the car anymore. Well, I'm going to finish my wine. See if I can maybe get a little bit more stable connection on my phone. Look, if it was a car that was just driving past, it would have driven past by now. I can hear it in the distance. It might be a motorcycle. Okay. I want to have minimal light. And I'm going to stay awake for the next 5.5 hours. I will hopefully see you in the morning. I'm not really liking my odds though. The walls are getting way more wet now. So I think maybe the rain is going to start coming through. Potentially. It's like wet. You know what, I've decided I do feel safer from any potential serial killers out there. Because there is no way anybody is going to be out in this. If anything, my killer will be hindered by this rain. Did I just... I don't know if maybe it's starting to leak now. I think if anything gets me, it's not going to be a killer. It's going to be the rain. I already think it's going to come through. I thought I might have seen a couple of drips there. I've still got 5 hours. But yeah, any killers out there, they wouldn't be able to get here. So the rain has both saved me and condemned me. Oh, God, I got a fright from my shadow there again. Well guys, I should probably wrap up this vlog. I'm currently waiting for my dad and it is like 6:30 a.m. and yeah, the sun isn't even out yet. Sun hasn't even come out yet and I'm ready to disassemble the tent. At least I know my dad is definitely coming and I am going to be going home. Barely slept. I mean, it was just too heavy, too loud. But yeah, very excited to say goodbye to this tent. Never using it again. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do give it a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave all the comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know if you've read any of the books that I read. And give me all of your thoughts. Tell me everything. Do you like camping as well? Like, do you actually like camping? Like, who does this willingly? Who? I need to know. I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons for supporting my channel, and without them I wouldn't be doing stuff like this. So if you would like to join my Patreon, I will leave a link down in the description box. But yeah, I hope I will see you in the next video. Bye.